Hey there, beloved. So as I'm taking this walk on the beach, on the coast, I was just inspired to speak to you about self-trust. And what is that, right? What is self-trust? Are you trusting the human experience? Are you trusting your thinking? Are you trusting your feelings? And partially, all of that can be true. But when you really trust yourself, it's from an embodied awareness, an embodied awareness, an actual knowingness of your human self as well as your divine self. Okay, so this also, I'll make another video about self-love because that's a whole other thing, but it does tie in a bit here. So self-trust can only happen when you understand who you are as a human in totality and who you are as a divine, infinite being of love that defies and expands so far out beyond the human and the physics and the logic that most people are living under. You can trust yourself only when you know from the inside out how you can contact these different aspects of yourself, which are really all whole. You're all human, you're all divine, you're all love all the time. But your awareness of that is not consistent because we've been taught since very young in the educational systems. I mean, do you notice they take all of these, wholly, completely integrated experiences of your life and divide them into segments and subjects, and the educational system actually pushes for a linear, logic-based human understanding of things without allowing the full blossoming and the full embodiment of your innate genius, your wild, innocent wonder, magic, and curiosity that actually carries you through all of the challenges in your life when your mind can't figure it out. And so it's about like rewilding. It's about rewilding your soul and your spirit and your body and your life. In order to trust yourself, you have to know that part of yourself. You must know it intimately and be able to dance and move and create and express with it. Because if you are saying, oh yeah, I trust myself because I'm logical and I know these scientific processes and I can figure out anything if I just think about it long enough. And that is living hell. And beloved, that's what's happening in our world right now, which is why the world is at the worst state ever, where we're actually destroying what we need to survive. Where instead of opening the gateway of healing, which is completely available to every single living human, we turn to the pharmaceutical industry, we turn to the experts, we turn to the people who say that they know what's going on. But have you noticed what's happening to us since we've been listening to all of this? Have you noticed what's happened to our world? We are our physical bodies are so incredibly toxic. So toxic, in fact, that even using all of the detox protocols that are out there on the planet right now, you still cannot get free without supernatural support. Let me say that again. Okay, maybe you don't even recognize how toxic our world is and how toxic our bodies are, but it's extreme, okay? On so many levels, layers, and depths, from the genetics that we were born with, from things that happened way before us, and then the levels, layers, and depths and compounding toxins that are in our world right now. You cannot have purity in a toxic world. And yes, you can eat organic and naturally sustainable, foods as much as possible. I'm not talking about, that's the best you're going to get. But in order to, all the detox protocols that people have going on, even they are not enough to fully cleanse your being, your body, and your emotions, and your mind, and decalcifying your pineal gland. There are so many assaults on a daily basis, an hourly basis, and a moment by moment by moment basis that we as humans are being assaulted and inundated with, and even hijacked from our own innate knowing and power. And that's okay. That's just how it is in this world right now. And if we want to change that, beloved, if we want better for ourselves and our children, then this is the way. It's opening up that self-trust, okay? Opening up that supernatural gateway vortex to infinite possibilities where the true answers lie. They do not lie in what we have going on in this world right now. You can turn to any the most advanced physics, even quantum physics. We must literally leap with our full being into this new world possibility that is before us, where we embody our multi-dimensional, infinite love, spirit beings. This is where things happen. So going back to self-trust, okay? When you know that you are infinite love and that nothing ultimately ever can ever diminish that part of you. When you're going through a really difficult time in your life, the way to get through, to trust yourself, is to welcome and embody and embrace that part of you that is eternal, that is absolute, unconditional, eternal love, that has every answer that you could ever seek, and where the right response to every situation becomes your innate response to life. This is what is possible, and this is what I want to assist you in embodying, so that you know that you can trust you, and that you can trust life, and that you and life are one, and that you are such an amazing, beautiful, precious, miraculous gift. May you know and see and feel and embody and grab onto that knowing and live it. So we're all waiting for you, beloved. So if you want to find out more about the new Self-Trust program, where you can actually get the embodiment of this, click on the link below and we'll get started. We will begin together, holding hands, arm in arm, wild embrace into what's next for all of life. I send you so much love, beloved, awakening and sparking to life that magnificence that you are, that I see.